So today I'll be doing a video discussing Hisoka's death and why Hisoka will be dead by the end of Hunter x Hunter, if we even get to see the end of Hunter x Hunter. Now, we know that Hisoka, his character is surrounded by the theme of death because he has killed many characters throughout the Hunter x Hunter series. We saw it started as early as the Hunter exams. We saw that's when Hisoka became a real threat, but it didn't stop there because ever since then, Hisoka, his main motive has been about fighting. We've seen that he's gotten into beefs with the Phantom Troupe, which is arguably the biggest group of killers in the whole Hunter x Hunter series. We see even the other groups of assassins in the Hunter x Hunter manga, they idolize the Phantom Troupe. So yeah, the fact that he's beefing with them goes to show you that he doesn't really care, and he was a former member of the Phantom Troupe. And on top of that, we know Hisoka, he wants smoke with all of the top tier hunters slash the Zodiacs, because we saw Hisoka, he made his ranking list for who are the strongest hunters in his eyes, and all those people on those lists he wants to fight. And I definitely do think that will be a lead to his downfall, and Hisoka lives to fight the strongest. We know that's literally the only reason why he's alive. So I do believe that he will run into somebody who is way too strong for him to handle. And that already happened once, because we saw with the battle of Crowlow, he actually did kill him. Yes, Hisoka was killed by Crowlow in Heaven's Arena, but we do know that Hisoka, he was brought back to life by his netting conditions, similar to how P2 did it. But this just goes to show you that Hisoka, he is not unstoppable, because when Hisoka did actually give a ranking of all the hunters, he had himself at the top, and that led a lot of people to think, is Hisoka the #1 hunter? But after what we saw between his battle between Crowlow and Hisoka, and don't get me wrong, it was a very high difficult battle. Crowlow had to set up traps beforehand and all that stuff, but it just goes to show you that Hisoka, he is not untouchable, and here are the people who I believe will have a strong chance at being able to kill him. Coming in at #1 is Jeanne, and it's simple. Jeanne is Gon's father. We know that he's going to want to protect Gon, and obviously Hisoka, his main prize is Gon. But on top of that, we know that Jeanne is a Zodiac member. So right there, that was already going to lead to Hisoka wanting to fight Jeanne. The fact that he is a Zodiac member, he's known as a top 5 Nen user in the world by Netero himself. So that just goes to show you that Hisoka, he's had his eyes on Jeanne and Gon for a very long time. But I do think that if he did try to start something with Jeanne would tear him a new one, because we've seen the stuff that Jeanne can do. In fact, we haven't even seen his full power, but we still do know that Jeanne, if he did fight Hisoka, I definitely do think he could beat him easy to mid difficulty. And the next character I had to discuss is Beyond Netero, and this one is a big one because we know that Hisoka, he's wanted to fight Netero ever since the Hunter exams. Yes, Hisoka wanted to smoke with the chairman since the Hunter exams, and now that there's nobody else besides Beyond Netero who can fill Netero's spot, what if Netero's son does fight Hisoka to show him the difference in power between a high-class hunter and, you know, just some lonely going around here trying to kill someone thug? And I definitely do think this could happen because they are all on their way to the Dark Continent. Hisoka, he is hiding in the ship somewhere. We don't know where he's at. Beyond Netero's on the ship too, and if everybody sees the commotion that Hisoka is starting on this trip towards the Dark Continent, Beyond Netero, he's been basically living his whole life up to this point. I definitely do think that he will put an end to all this drama, and the main person who's starting that drama is Hisoka. So if you push Beyond Netero, if you push his buttons hard enough, I definitely do think that he would snap, and I definitely do think he'll be able to beat Hisoka simply because he's supposed to be Netero 2.0. And I have to discuss Gon Freaks just because we already know that the Gon versus Hisoka battle is going to happen in the end, but we know that Gon, he may kill Hisoka for being evil, because we know that Gon, unlike a lot of other shonen main characters, he is not against killing. We saw what he did to P2, and we know that Gon, if he gets taken to that point, he will do it again. But at the same time, he may not kill Hisoka because of the person who he is. While we know Gon, he is somebody who's not afraid to kill, at the same time, if he sees that somebody is good enough, which Gon, he's able to see the good in anybody, he will spare them, and he may end up letting Hisoka live, which is why I believe Gon, he does have the lowest chance to end up killing Hisoka out of anybody on this list. Coming in at number 4 is Illumi, and yes, this is somebody who I think has a high chance of actually being able to kill Hisoka plot-wise and strength-wise, because we know that this is Hisoka's closest friend, and this is his #1 rival. If you think about it, these two are kind of like Gon and Killua, but adult version. They're always hanging out, and we know that Hisoka, he wants to fight Illumi, but obviously he knows how important Illumi is to him right now. Illumi, he has a lot of information on everything, whether it be the Phantom Troupe, Zodiacs. Illumi is just plugged in, and Hisoka knows he can't lose that information source. But we saw a little glimpse of Hisoka teasing Illumi when he told him that he was going to kill Killua, and then Illumi threatened to kill him right then and there. But the good thing is that Hisoka, he was not shook at all. He was literally laughing in his face and all that stuff. So I definitely do think that if these two do fight, somebody has to end up dying. But if these two do fight, I'm not saying that Illumi will win 100%. No, because I think these two are equal in terms of power. So if Illumi and Hisoka fight, I think that one of them would end up dying for sure, but Hisoka, he would definitely have a high chance of dying, or both of them could end up going out. And last but not least, the person who I believe that will actually kill Hisoka is Machi. Yes, I do believe that Machi, she will be the one to kill Hisoka, because we know that she hates Hisoka, especially after what he did to the Phantom Troupe. He used them, he killed their members, and he basically just said, alright, I'm done, I'm leaving. And Machi, we know that she knows basically a lot of Hisoka's secrets. She's the one that's been repairing him ever since he joined, and even after Hisoka came back from death, he told Machi about his whole, experiment. So that just goes to show you that Machi, she has the drive, she has the motive, and she has all the knowledge. As far as if she has the skill to defeat him, I don't know about that. That's why I think it will probably have to come later on in the series once she gets stronger. But I definitely do think that Machi, out of everybody on this list, she has the highest chance at being the person who kills Hisoka. Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.